Back to school season is here, and as classes get started, some students and families might find that they need a little extra help outside of the classroom. And that's where Kumon steps in. They offer top-notch tutoring services to students in Louisville, and joining me to tell me a little bit more about the program is Director Neelam. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. So back to school season, this is exciting. The end of summer is a little bit sad, but it comes at a good price of getting back to school.
Correct.
So tell us a little bit about what Kumon offers.
So Kumon is more than tutoring. It's a unique, everyday learning method that enhances students to become independent learners. We are not just homework help. We try to advance students step by step, mastering the foundation and giving them the skills they need to attain their maximum potential. And as they go back to school, we also help set a daily study routine, which helps enhance their confidence. And it also helps sort of, ingrain the foundational skills that they need, and they're going to need that year long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I actually was an education major before I decided to go the journalism route. So I totally understand the importance of all of these little minor details that you don't realize aren't minor at all. And making sure that a child feels like they have all the necessary help to get them to a point where they feel comfortable and happy at school is so vital.
It is.
So tell us a little bit about how you do that. How do you get the child, at the level that they are not, there's never a supposed to be level, but where they should be based on school metrics.
So what we do is first start meeting the child where they are. Now, some kids need help, they are behind in school, need a little extra catch up. Some students might be advanced in school and are finding the classroom boring. And those students are ready for a challenge. So Kumon actually meets the student where they are, and then from there, we step by step gradually advance them, still making sure that all the foundational skills are mastered before they move on to the next concept. And that means that there's no learning gaps in the process. Also, many of our students will actually advance themselves beyond grade level after consistent study.
Oh, wow.
And at that point, it's the aha moment. I know my stuff, homework is easy, and I love going to school. And that's the true benefit.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So do you see children sometimes come in and with their favorite subject being one thing, and then after learning capabilities and learning more about how to do the subjects, other subjects, do they change those favorites?
Yes, they do. They really do. And math and reading are the two things we really focus on. And that's the foundation for everything else, right? So if a child doesn't like social studies, that's because their reading skills or comprehension skills aren't really good. So we try to do those two fundamental subjects, which will lead into success to even the other subjects.
Definitely. I could have used Kumon for math when I was in school. Absolutely. So for the people or the parents who maybe would like to see the metrics on how you all judge the success or the growth of a student, how do you all do that sort of thing?
It's really on test scores. Parents will come and tell us, now we are situated in Indiana, we are also located in Louisville, the school systems are slightly different. Indiana has something called the iRead program, and students really there are struggling with that iRead program. As a result, when parents bring students to us, a lot of it is measured through those standardized testing that the school does year long. In our program, we have our own testing mechanisms to make sure that we are offering students the skills they need to succeed in the classroom.
That's wonderful. Those standardized tests don't always work out perfectly, so I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
So alongside learning the skills you need in the classroom, I've done a little bit of research, and it looks like you all focus a lot on lifelong skills as well: confidence, focus, independence. How do you go about fostering that sort of growth?
So Kumon is more designed to be student-led.
Okay.
So students learn independent learning skills by figuring things out for themselves. Our worksheets have a lot of examples. They are guided in a way which is a very baby step forward in learning the next thing. And once the students figure out how to do things for themselves, it's a win-win situation.
Yeah.
The confidence, the focus, the self-discipline, all of that follows, it's amazing.
Yeah. Well, it sounds amazing. So if you would want to book a session with you all, how would be the best way to do that?
So parents can go online and use our online scheduling calendar to book an appointment with us. They can also call the center, and they can book an appointment with us. These appointments are usually about an hour long, where we try to assess the student and see where they are. And then from there, we talk about registration, the center policies. Kumon is very, very individualized. It's based on the student. It's not one shoe that fits all type of scenarios. So that testing helps us evaluate where the student is and then where we need to take them from there and what they need.
I think that's incredible. Well, thank you so much for the work you all are doing in the community. The children are our future.
Yes, they are.
And I'm so glad that they're getting
and
the
very
help
much
they
so
need.
now after the pandemic.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Very much so. Well, thank you so much again. And if you'd like to go ahead and book an assessment with Kumon, just go ahead on over to their website, kumon.com.